Hello, loves. Welcome back to WitchyMarlaina's Ghost Adventures. I'm your host, WitchyMarlaina, and today, back into 50 states and 500 scariest places to visit. And today's state is Vermont. We're going specifically to Northfield, Vermont, and this place. This is Norwich University in Northfield, Vermont, and it has its own notoriety. And I haven't talked about a university or a college in a hot minute, so I was like, why not? Norwich University is the oldest private military college and is the birthplace of ROTC. And if you don't know what ROTC stands for, it's Reserve Officers Training Corps. If you grow up in the United States, some high schools offer junior ROTC for people who are wanting to possibly have a military career. I personally was in it for 3 years. Didn't really want to be in the military. I just wanted to get out of gym. Tidbit on Witchy. But I loved it so much, and I love the discipline. I love getting all the ribbons and stuff, but that's here nor there. It was established in 1819 by Captain Alden Partridge of the U.S. Army. Now, this place was the first private military college to offer civil engineering, and also it was the first to include women in military classes. And that didn't happen until 1972. So this place has been around since 1819, and 1972 is when women were incorporated into it. Yeah, but we're moving forward. It originally was called the American Literary, Scientific, and Military Academy. And there was plenty of, like I said, notary people that have gone through this, especially high-ranking politicians, judges, lawyers, high-ranking military officials, and plenty of businessmen. It just, hear me out. Lady Bird Johnson Robb. Now, we remember when we talked about President Lyndon B. Johnson and his wife, Lady Bird. Well, this is their daughter, and she graduated from here. Also, Pierre Garcon, Judge George W. Clinton, Samuel T. Wellman. The list goes on and on. Now, when it comes to hauntings, there's a lot of halls. The dormitories is where they're haunted. The first one I'm going to talk about is the really famous one, and that is Alumni Hall. Alumni Hall has a dorm that's actually boarded up, and the story goes like this. A cadet or a student was in this hall and hung himself in his dorm. Several years later, his younger brother also was allocated the same room that his brother once occupied, and he also hung himself in this room. So that gave a red flag to the college to board it up. Nobody else is supposed to go in there. Reports have heard moaning, screaming, scraping from this hall. The next hall I'm going to talk about is called the Chaplain Hall, and the Chaplain Hall actually was the library for a long period of time, and ghosts like to read a little. Reports have claimed that books have floated off the shelves in Chaplain Hall. That's not scary. That's I would be like, ooh. It would be more of like a shock more than But hey, I'm a bibliophile, so seeing a book floating would be a Harry Potter dream come true. But it's, again, I digress. I'm so excited about this place. I'm kind of going off track. 2 other halls have ghostly encounters. We have Ransom Hall and Hawkins Hall, and theirs are a little more physical. Students have claimed to have been woken up with not being able to breathe and feeling like they have something on top of them strangling them out. That in itself would trip me out. I don't like to be suffocated. I don't like to be crowded. And I can just imagine not being able to see what's doing it. And you feel like you're literally being crushed. On a side note, ghosts don't always just occupy the halls in Norwich University. There's a woman that likes to guard the gate of the Sabine Field. So their football field also has a lovely lady ghost that guards it. There you have it. Norwich University in Northfield, Vermont. Absolutely gorgeous. Lots and lots of history. Lots of classes too. When I went online to get some more history on the university, I was just seeing a ton of online classes, not just necessarily the military side, but also a lot of civil engineering, a lot of sciences, a lot of business. So it's prestigious, definitely, in the state of Vermont. Thank you so much for joining me on my ghost adventures. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.